Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to your weekly reading. I am not going to go over the astrology today because we did that live stream yesterday, which I will link in the description box below, talking all about the 1010 portal and the solar eclipse in Libra, the Ring of Fire solar eclipse. And so for anybody who has not seen those yet, go ahead, click that link in the description box, check out those videos. Those are the highlights of the week as far as the energies go. The 1010 portal, peaking, if you will, on the 10th, 10/10, 2023. And then also the solar eclipse in Libra at 21 degrees of Libra on the 14th. Sorry. Sometimes trying to get these dates out, you guys know. So on the 14th, that is a big, powerful energy. That is going to be Saturday, at least in the northern hemisphere of the world. What can I say? We're going to get into the cards and we're going to see what messages we have, more individualized messages. So pick a number 1 through 3. For some reason, I'm wanting to bring this out again. This is my Howlite Tower. And this came out in one of the readings for one of the piles last week. And so anybody who chose that pile, this might be, I don't know, maybe a sign for you. Or I think this is also just for everyone this week. Just an energy kind of, I feel like she's wanting to download people with some healing codes right now. So if you would like to receive some healing energy from this beautiful Howlite Tower, go ahead and set that intention to receive that with an open heart. There may be some beautiful benevolent beings who are working with people. Ooh, look at that reflection right there. That's interesting, right? Who are working with people through this crystal, your team, your cosmic team, your benevolent team. We always set that intention only to receive what is for our highest good from the benevolence. Benevolent angels, benevolent team, benevolent guides, benevolent star family. All right. Beautiful. I love it. We're going to keep that. It's always nice and close. You guys can't see the setup that I have here just because of the way I have my camera set up. But we got a lot of good stuff going on here. So continue receiving those codes. These are going to, I feel there are definitely activations here, right? But there are also, feeling some beautiful crown chakra activations for some people. There are also soothing codes, throat codes, codes to soothe the nervous system, to enhance dream recall for some. Our dreams are going to be really important right now. Some powerful things are happening in our dreams. Some people, you're receiving powerful healing in your dreams as well. And if any of you have been dreaming about being taken to a healing space in your dream time, that is actually happening. And we all have at least one, probably really multiple healing spaces that are specific to us, planets or pyramids, Merkabahs, ethereal locations where we receive recharging and healing energy like our soul. So set the intention to perhaps go there. All right, you guys, 1, 2, 3, pick a pile. We're going to start out with pile 1, and pile 1 we're going to be pulling from the Akashic Tarot to begin here. Clear. Lots of changes for everyone as we're moving through the energies this week. What messages do we have for pile number 1? You guys are really being attuned to higher frequencies right now, I feel. So that you can connect more powerfully with your star team, your star guides. Some of you in this pile, if you feel so called to, would benefit from receiving a Bel Vespita healing at this time to help enhance that connection. That's one of the services that I offer. All right, let's see. What's going on for pile number 1 this week? Okay, we have on track. And see, he is making his train on time. And so this is a message for all of my pile number ones. Spirit is saying you are right on track with your destiny right now. You are on the path of your Dharma. You are heading in the right direction. So if anybody in pile number one has been doubting whether you are in alignment right now, whether you are kind of like hitting those core benchmarks, so to speak, on your journey, that you're really following the path that your soul is lined out for you. You are right on time. You are right in the right place. You are in the right place at the right time, and you will continue to be in the right place at the right time. And the mantra or affirmation that Spirit wants you to work with this week is, I am always in the right place at the right time. I trust divine timing. All is aligning perfectly for my highest and best good. Okay, or anything similar to that. Spirit really wants you to work with that energy. And for some of you guys too, it's like, if you've been delaying making a choice or a decision, this week is when you finally make that choice or decision. I feel like if things haven't been clear to you up until now, you get the clarity this week that you're looking for so that you're able to make the decisions and the choices that you need to make. Oh, this is so interesting. We have all scrolls coming out here. We have the 7 of scrolls and the 4 of scrolls also coming out for you with the reflection card on the bottom of the deck, which I believe is probably similar or akin to the moon card. But I want to just double check what scrolls are in this deck, because this deck doesn't use the traditional suits, the Akashic Tarot. I want to say they're like swords, but I could be wrong. And I think it would be really helpful, since you're getting all the same suit here, to know what suit this is. Let's see. Is there somewhere that tells us? Here we go. All right, roses are like cups. Scrolls are swords. Keys are pentacles, and forces are wands. Okay. Yeah, so you're getting all sword-like cards here, which in this deck reflects the world of the mind, communication, and study also. So learning. All right, all of those mental, those mercurial type of energies is more what I'm feeling with this. I want to say Mercury more than I want to say swords here. Okay. So I feel as though you guys are really working on something. So if you were thinking of starting a business, if you were thinking of starting a new creative endeavor, learning something, doing something to increase your knowledge, increase your skill set, if you were thinking of switching jobs or careers, even, I'm feeling for some people, or applying to a new company, a new whatever, Spirit's saying this is a great time for that. This is a great time also to really focus on the fine details. It's like, for instance, I feel like some of you are really good with the bigger picture, like say, like, you know how to do a certain thing pretty well. Spirit's saying now is the time to go from doing it pretty well to doing it really well. And if you can do that, you are going to you're going to reap a lot of rewards from that. It's like learning something special or something more in depth with whatever you do that sets you apart from the rest. That's what Spirit, that's the guidance here for some people here. And the karmic trench, this is all about karma, right? But you see how he's digging? In this card right now, for me, it feels like digging yourself out. And so I feel like those of you in pile number 1 as well, you're releasing a lot of karma this week. And those of you who watched the video, the live stream on the 1010 portal and the solar eclipse in Libra, know that there's a very destined and fated energy to this, a very karmic energy to this. As we have the eclipse happening conjunct the south node, and we have the north node active as well, because the whole axis, the Aries Libra axis, is lit up during this eclipse. Okay, big stuff. Really, if you guys didn't watch that live stream, please go check that out. So there is this energy here of really digging yourself out of some karmic holes, some karmic situations this week, which is absolutely beautiful. I love that energy for all of you in pile number 1 here. Feeling into anything else here. For some of you guys, if you have like a karmic situation going on within your workplace, there's a lot of energy on work and career and stuff like that. there's karma you're sorting out there that you're finally releasing. And in order to successfully dig yourself out of these karmic holes and release yourself from these cycles, there's a decent amount of inner reflection that needs to be done this week. Anything else for pile number 1 from this deck? If you have been doing ancestral healing, or you have been working really hard with this energy in general, consciously, Spirit's saying you're about to have a breakthrough. Okay? And this is also an invitation for you guys. Here's the breakthrough right here, the lightning bolt. All right, boom. And that would be also the 8 of Wands. This is movement. What was I going to say here? With the karmic trench. Give me a second for it to come to me. I interrupted myself. This is also an invitation this week to balance the scales. Okay, if there is a conversation that you need to have, if there is an amends that you need to make, if there is some sort of situation in your life where you know that you've been digging yourself into a karmic hole, this is your invitation to get out, to pull yourself out of that hole this week. Okay, and this could be, and when I say that, like, I don't want to sound judgmental. Okay, never, ever, ever. This is all right. Like, we're all here learning and growing together. This could be, even like you're allowing yourself to engage in a situation that you know is karmic, whether this is a relationship, a situationship, whether this is a friendship, job for some people that you know it has past its expiration date, or where you're engaging in the same cycles over and over again. You're not learning anything new. You're stuck. Perhaps you're addicted in some sense to the chaos, to the turmoil, to the drama, whatever it is, to the person, to the place, to the thing. You're stuck in a karmic loop within this situation, and Spirit's saying this is the week to dig yourself out. All right. And the inspiration on how to do that is going to come through, or the movement that you need. If it's a conversation, the opportunity for that conversation is going to present itself. So when it does, jump on it. Okay. All right. Let's see what else, anything else that wants to come through. I feel like this week for you guys, pile number 1, sorry, I keep playing with my hair here. I'm trying to, I have to look at myself a lot when I do these readings. If you, this week, pay attention to the conversations that you are having, because the conversations that you are having with people are going to provide you a level of insight. Okay, the communications, the interactions that you have with people are giving you deeper insight into yourself. And they're going to bring new perspectives, new insights, and new solutions. Anything else? Yeah, for you guys, there's something new that needs to be built, and there's something else, something existing for many of you that needs to be broken down, or that's been trying to break down for some time, and it's time to fully let go and release. And I want to see will, wisdom, and mind. This is the mind, body, spirit connection here. This card. And I want to find if there's any other guidance for you from this card. Let's see. This card brings with it a time of enormous power, balance, and expression. The first 3 rays or energies of the divine move within you equally. Power and will, love and wisdom, and intellect or mind. You are working intimately, even if you're not conscious of it, with the ascended masters who are linked to these energies. With the participation of the masters, you can raise your focus to a higher power and purpose. You can combine the fire of creativity with the water of receptivity in order to make your contribution to the world. With the gold crown raised high, you're likely to find yourself in a significant position of authority and influence at this time. It is likely to be a phase of great activity, but you can handle it. With these powers in play, you're able to discipline yourself to bring together the meditation, creativity, rest, and action required. Take advantage of this time and use these powers well. They are nothing less than the divine forces moving through you so that you can manifest their power in the world. So that's powerful, you guys. So what within your life is ready and is ready to be built, is ready to be refined, is ready to be, are you ready to dedicate your time, your effort, and your energy to, your diligence to? And what needs to be dismantled, what needs to be released and let go? What needs to be, it's like what belongs in your past and what belongs in your present moving you into your future. All right, those are some of the questions for this week, my pile number ones. All right, let's see. Do I want to pull one closing card for you? Clear. I do, I think. Let's see. Oh, we have the Master Artisan here too. So you guys are really meant this week to be refining some sort of skill. All right, to be putting work into something, creating some type of masterpiece, really learning something new. I'm feeling that energy of learning something new, dedicating, it's like dedicating yourself to a craft, to a cause, to leveling up in some area, becoming more skilled in some area. It's just, it keeps repeating itself over and over. Anything else that we want? I want to grab a couple angel answers for some reason to close for you guys. Let's see what final messages the angels have. Clear for my pile number ones. Final messages for pile number one. Week of the 10-10. So we're starting this is like 10-8 today, I think. So 10-8 to 10-15. What is going on? Pluto stationing direct this week as well. We talk about that in the live stream too. And I feel like that is relevant for you guys. That's part of what's bringing this empowerment through for you. All right, we have within the next few weeks and in the near future. So we have like a specific and then a vague timing card for you guys. There's so much about timing for you. You remember that first card that came out for you was all about timing. Okay, so somebody's waiting for something here. And you've been waiting for quite some time. So it has the energy of happening soon, okay? For some of you guys, literally within the next few weeks. And for some of you, it's not quite that quickly, but it is coming within the near future. And we have listened to your intuition, a reminder of that on the bottom of the deck. And for some of you guys, for some reasons, the angels are also saying, see how that says, looks like it says on right now instead of no. All right, some of you guys are turning down opportunities. And it's like, I feel like some people are asking for something. You're wanting happiness. Like an example that I could use is like, say you're asking for a spiritual partner. But every time somebody asks you out on a date, you're saying no. All right, apply that to whatever scenario in your life. Stop saying no. Start learning how to say yes. Say yes to yourself. Say yes to the opportunities that excite you, even if they scare you. Say yes to your life. That's like the energy here. And say yes to your angels and your higher self. All right. Yeah. Now that card is popping out. Why is this now feeling like the way that I pulled it out on the table made it look like a no. This is, you guys are really conflicted about something here. There's success. The energy for you is of success. Okay, I get what this is saying now. If something doesn't pan out within the next few weeks, don't give up hope because it is coming to pass in the near future, but divine timing is strongly at play here. And you need to use your intuition to sort through the opportunities in front of you. Say yes to the ones that matter. Say yes to the ones that feel good and say no to the ones that don't. You're going to have to learn how to be selective here. We have forgiveness on the bottom of the deck as well. You're going to have to learn how to be selective here, okay? Yeah, and there's a peaceful resolution. There's a connection here. And this could have to do with somebody who turned you down for something. Somebody who perhaps hurt your pride or your ego. Somebody who rejected you and brought up a deep wound within you, or perhaps this is happening this week. For some reason, your ability to forgive this person and to find a peaceful resolution. Perhaps this is somebody who's constantly, who you feel is constantly rejecting you or constantly turning you down or constantly disappointing you or whatever it is. You feel there's some sort of conflict in your life with somebody that requires forgiveness and a peaceful resolution. And for some reason, that energy is affecting your ability to manifest whatever it is that you're trying to bring through right now, whatever it is that you're trying to create, whatever it is that you're waiting for. It's like it's going to come through when you're able to find. I had abundance inverted on the bottom of the deck. So for some of you guys, it's abundance, something, whatever abundance means to you. Okay. It's like you have to be spiritually abundant in order to experience and embrace this abundance. And in order to do that, you have to practice forgiveness. And you have to resolve the open conflicts in your life. This is once again going back to that digging yourself out of the karmic trenches energy. It's like for some people, I feel like you feel like you're justifiably angry at somebody, but that anger is holding you back from experiencing your bliss and your happiness. And there's something better coming out here. It's like, once again, I've been using this quote a lot lately for people. God's protection is God's rejection is God's protection. Whoever has been turning you down, who's been saying no to you, who's been overlooking you, whether this is for a promotion, whether this is like a romantic interest, whether this is just a friend who doesn't seem to ever have time for you, or somebody that didn't consider you for something, whatever this is, that wasn't meant for you because there's something better than what this person or what this situation had to offer. But first you have to forgive them, and you have to forgive anybody else in your life that you're arguing with or at odds with right now. To open up your energy, open up that flow to receive, open yourself up for that something better that's coming in the near future, if not in the next few weeks, okay? And if you're having assistance with this, with forgiveness, with letting this go, with anything that I'm talking about, ask your angels, your benevolent angels, for help. They want to help you move through this, okay? Your angels, you could also ask your ascended masters. Master Jesus, Yeshua, is really great with assisting us with the energy of forgiveness. Clear. Raphael, I feel Archangel Raphael for people. Archangel Michael as well, yes. So, clear. Yeshua, Raphael, Archangel Michael. Raphael can help with health as well if somebody's wanting to improve any type of health. Mental health, physical health, spiritual health. Remember, with that one card that came through from the Akashic Tarot, mind, body, spirit, all of it's receiving an upgrade right now, and you're learning how to operate in your prime and all of those. But there are lessons that need to be learned in order to be able to do this. Clear. And that forgiveness energy and that releasing and letting go, that's a big part of it. All right, you guys, love you, honor you, respect you. Hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you want to reach out to me, book a private session, any of the things that I do. I know I think I mentioned Belvespita healing and this reading. All of that information is in the description box of all of my videos, my website, my email. Love you dearly. Okay. Clear. All right, pile number 2, we're going to be going with the Quantum Oracle. So all of you who chose pile number 2, we're going to see what energy we have for pile number 2 from the Quantum Oracle. What guidance do we have for my pile number 2s today? What guidance for my 2s? 2. Some of my pile number 2s chose pile number 2 because you've been seeing a lot of 2s or a lot of repeating numbers. That's your angels, your guides, your team of benevolence communicating with you. That is confirmation that you are receiving light codes and activations, that you are leveling up, that you are on the right path. You are aligned with divine timing, much like my pile number ones. You guys are in alignment and you are getting ready to start a brand new chapter in your lives. I can feel it. We have intuition and manifestation coming through. You guys can feel this coming. You can feel the energy building and you are creating powerfully right now. You're really working and you're doing a great job, I feel, of like learning how to create and manifest with the feminine. And how does the feminine manifest? The feminine becomes the energy of that which she seeks. And she draws it to her like a magnet, okay? We have great gratitude. And we have increase in the reverse here with new beginnings on the bottom of the deck. And what this means is that being the energy of gratitude is going to shift this decrease to an increase. All right. So right now, Spirit's also saying, be grateful for the things that aren't happening in your life, because if they're not happening right now, it's for a reason. Okay. It's because you're not ready. It's because they're not ready. It's because the timing has not lined up. Remember, I said you guys are right in sync with divine timing right now. So do not worry about this. Know that everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. And if there has been a slowdown in your life recently, that's okay, because it's given you that time to sink more into your feminine. It's given you more time to focus on the things that you do have going on and to really value those and invest the time and energy necessary in those things, right? To give those things your full attention. So continue to cultivate that energy of gratitude, because this decrease is going to become an increase very soon. There are beautiful new beginnings. All right, for my pile number ones. You have new supportive connections coming in for some of you guys. If you have been trying to conceive, there could be a baby on the way. But there's also like, we had the higher self card under that. And you see how the higher self and the baby, they both have this energy emanating from their being. Her, of course, from her heart chakra. The baby's just emanating all this bright light. Somebody is definitely bringing a starseed baby into this world, I feel like, who's watching this pile right now. Congratulations. That baby is not an accident. All right. Even if it was an accident, it's not an accident. Let's see. Your higher self knows. Trust your higher self. For some of you guys, you already have brought this baby into the world. Okay. And Spirit is saying, trust yourself, your higher self. Your higher self knows. Your higher self is guiding everything that's going on in your life right now. All right. The more in sync you can get with your higher self, the more you're going to be able to trust this process. And trusting this process is paramount right now. It's because for you, the things that you've been manifesting, you've been working on manifesting for quite some time now. A lot of those things, there's been a time where nothing was really going on, right? But that energy is about to flip, especially if you stay in this energy of gratitude. And I'm feeling for some of you guys, because remember, we're doing the weekly reading, but this is eclipse week. This is eclipse season. This whole month, we have 2 eclipses, another one at the end of the month, a few days before Halloween, okay, on the 28th. This is big time energy, and these energies are going to be felt for the next 6 months, all right? And definitely for the rest of this year. So this, I'm feeling around Thanksgiving time. Something that wasn't happening is happening. Okay? And there may be some things that decrease for a little while, but it's paving the way for the new increases that are like the new things that are coming in. You might be giving up some things in order to gain some things. So trust that process, trust that timing. Okay? Your higher self is really working overtime for you, man. All right. Your higher self is like, wait and see what I have planned for you. All right. You thought you knew, but you have no idea. All right. So buckle up. That's really the energy of like what I feel like your higher self is saying right now is like, buckle the fuck up, because it's about to get wild. And by wild, I mean your wildest dreams, okay? So keep working on opening that heart center. Keep working on connecting with your higher self, connecting through your heart, living through your heart, living, loving through your heart. Okay? If you do have a beautiful child in your life, love that child with all that you are. Okay? Because that child is so special. That child is unlocking codes within your heart right now. And always, like, feel that energy, really feel that connection with them. Like when you're holding them, when you're bonding with them, if you are just finding out that you're pregnant, you can like connect with your child. You want to be doing a lot of connecting with your child in the womb. Okay. Be very conscious with that, beginning to cultivate that connection, because that child's soul is already speaking to you. It's already working with you, beginning to meld with your energy for this birth. It's, like I said, unlocking codes, ancient wisdoms within you, heart codes especially. So just really take care to cultivate that energetic connection. And for those of you where this isn't a literal child, it's your own inner child, okay? And it's something else that you're birthing or creating. So it's like you're co-creating right now. Everyone who's finding this pile, you're co-creating with your higher self. You're co-creating perhaps with a child. And if the child is a baby or it's unborn as of yet, for some of you guys, it's like you may not even be pregnant yet, but it's like your future child is working with you right now, as crazy as that sounds. All right. You're co-creating with that being, with your own heart, with your higher self. And you're creating some really beautiful, beautiful things right now. So trust that. Trust where you're being led. Trust the changes that are unfolding. All of your, like I said, all of what you need is manifesting. All the connections, all the help, all the support you need is coming through finally for some of you guys, right? Look how smug this higher self card looks. You know, your higher self is just like, I told you. All right. Like, I don't know why I'm feeling like I want to, like, I usually don't like cuss that much when I'm doing these readings on YouTube. But I feel like I want to a lot for this reading. It's like your higher self is like, bitch, you don't even know what I got in store for you. All right. You don't even know what's about to happen. All right. Like, you've been complaining. I feel like some of my pile number 2s have been complaining to their higher self, to their guides. Like, where is it? This is reminding me of the fixed sign reading. Like, where's mine? And your higher self is saying, oh, honey, honey, honey. All right. Just wait until you see what I got in store for you. All right. So keep pushing forward. Stay grateful. All right. Stay grateful, you guys. Stay grateful, stay focused, continue planning and taking action around your plans. All right? Don't be afraid to plan things either. The things that you want to do. Don't be afraid to go after those. All right? Because I feel like for some of you guys, it's like you felt like you weren't going to be able to do things. Travel, I'm definitely seeing travel here. You weren't going to be able to travel. You weren't going to be able to expand the way that you wanted to. None of that is factual. None of that is real. That's all created in your mind. All of these limitations, you know how we always say your greatest limitation is your own ego, your own, like the limitations you place on yourself are the only limitations that truly exist. Those limitations are falling away if you let them, okay? With the clock here, it's divine timing again. There's a connecting energy too. You see how this wand or whatever this is connecting these two energies? This is like connecting across coasts, across oceans, I feel like almost. So you could be meeting somebody or connecting with somebody that lives very far away. Perhaps you're actually meeting somebody, or you're creating a bridge here. All right. Some of you guys, if you have a friend or somebody that you connect with that lives overseas, you could be traveling to meet them. I feel like international travel for some people. All right. Or this is you building a bridge and connecting, reconnecting. All right. This is also the bridge between your higher self and your lower self. This is also the bridge between worlds, the 3D and the 5D. You guys are bridges. All of you in pile number 2, you are bridges connecting the two worlds. Okay. And it's like, You are connecting much more powerfully. You're meant to be this bridge that connects, that shows people how to connect, that shows that example to people, okay? But you've been stuck a lot more in the 3D energy because of your own mind and your inability to fully open your heart for a long time. And that's finally shifting, and you're able to connect much more easily with the 5D. And part of that has to do with self-love, developing a deeper sense of self-love where there was a lack of that before, self-acceptance, okay? And it's where you were afraid to break from the status quo, and now you are like something, you've been attached to the 3D in some sense, whether this is like in a physical location that you lived, a certain job that you had, a certain mentality that you had, connections that you had, whatever it was. And I feel like you finally breaking away from this energy as well, which is going to help. It's like putting yourself in different energies and different situations. The energy that you were saturating yourself with, whether you knew it or not, was preventing you from being able to ascend or being able to rise up in frequency and create what you wanted to create as well. So all of that is moving out. All of that is, it's like all of this self-doubt too. A lot of this energy is like being washed away. This is so powerful. And this energy right here, deceiving yourself, doubting yourself, this is the energy. This has been your Achilles heel. So really work through this. Allow the shifts that want to happen within this energy. It's time to stop doubting yourself. It's time to stop depriving yourself of fun, of joy, and to really step into this energy of abundance, all right? Because there is great abundance being offered to all of you who chose this pile, okay? And I want you to embrace that. I'm going to have to fix those cards after. All right, you guys. I'm so excited for you. That is such powerful energy, you guys. Like this week, this month, the rest of this year is going to be lit for my pile number 2s. If you guys want to book a personal reading, energy healing session, any of the things I do, my information is in the description box below. Go ahead and let me know. And like I said, if you haven't checked out that live stream on the 1010 and the solar eclipse, do that. Okay, love you. Clear. All right, now we're going into pile number 3. Pile number 3, we're going to be using the Reiki deck for empaths, clear, energy healers, light workers. Let's get some energy for my pile number 3s. What's going on for pile number 3? Pile number 3. Going on for pile number 3. All right, we have the Hermit, soul searching coming out. This is Virgo energy. All right, so some of my pile number 3s may have Virgo placements, or there's just a lot of Virgo type energies that you are working with right now. This week has got you feeling really vulnerable. Okay. This is when we talked about, and for any of you who haven't seen the live stream yet for the 1010 and the solar eclipse, Pluto stationing direct, squaring the eclipse, all the stuff we have going on this week, please go ahead and check that out. And for you guys, it really, like, check out where this is happening in your chart. 21 degrees, 15 to 29 degrees, really. 15 to 25 degrees, something like that, of Libra. The 27 to 29 degrees of Capricorn or so. That's where we have Pluto at right now. This eclipse, you guys are going to be feeling it, especially the shadow aspects of this. And the illumination, we talked about the Ring of Fire solar eclipse, right? The light illuminating the darkness. Something deep is being revealed to you guys. There's just some deep soul searching going on. For my pile number 3s. We have the Five of Swords here in reverse. Let's get a little more energy here. So for some of you guys, this is where you win something, whether this is an argument, whether this is Ten of Swords, deep anguish. Yeah. You guys win something. Whatever it is, however it is that you come out ahead, it's at the expense of somebody or something else that means a lot to you. That's for some of you. For others of you, it's a loss that really stings. But for a lot of you, it's like it's a gain that's actually a loss because of what you had to give up in order to get it. And this energy is what throws you into this. This energy of soul searching, it reveals something within you, a side of yourself that you did not want to see. Perhaps what you were capable of, in a sense of how you were, the things you're capable of doing in order to get what you want. We have empty promises, Nine of Cups in reverse, coming out with Three of Cups. So yeah, it's like a really mixed bag for you guys. It's like getting what you wanted, but it's not what you need. Or it's like not worth the sacrifice you had to make, I guess is one way to put it. And for some of you guys, it's like you literally had to lie or do something really manipulative or underhanded in order to get, or you had to sacrifice somebody else, somebody or something else. It's like for some of you guys, it's like you promised something that you knew you couldn't deliver. This is going to make sense for whoever it's going to make sense for, okay? Yeah, hollow completion. The World in reverse. So it's like now people around you are celebrating, right? Because you finally made it to the top, some of you guys, right? You finally succeeded in getting what you wanted. And it's like everybody's wanting to congratulate you and you're just wanting to go and hide. And for some of you guys, flip it however it fits. You may be the victim. You may have just been the victim of this. And that's what's got you soul searching as well. Like, why do I draw these experiences to me? Why do I allow this type of treatment? What did I not see? Why did I not see that this person wasn't genuine, that I was not going to get what I was promised? All right. So flip it however it fits. And somebody's, and for those people where they were the ones that were duped or they were the ones that were sacrificed, I keep seeing a chessboard. Like somebody was playing chess here and it's like, you know, sometimes you have to sacrifice the rook to save the king, right? Even you have to sacrifice the queen to save the king. And something like that. Somebody feels like they were a pawn in somebody else's game. Or somebody else was forced to make others a pawn in their game. And for those of you who are the ones that got betrayed here, you may feel as though the other person is gleefully celebrating. But I think the toll that it took on them, some of them, is greater than you think. We have the Justice card and the Two of Coins. Yeah, so there's energy that needs karma that needs to be balanced here. Ooh, there's karma that was being balanced is what I'm feeling. So if you were on the receiving end of this betrayal, that was balanced karma. If you were on the giving end of that, that was karma balancing out as well. But remember, karma is lessons, okay? And karma is learning and then moving forward and applying the wisdom, right? So if you don't feel good about the things that you had to do to get what you wanted, perhaps it's time to start trying different tactics. Perhaps if the things that you want require this type of behavior and action and you're uncomfortable with it, perhaps it's time to get out, right? So this could be like if you're a CEO of a business, right? If you're in some type of industry that's very cutthroat, okay, maybe it's time to do something else if that's not resonating with you, if this is the way that you're going to have to do business. All right, if this is in love or family or whatever this is, perhaps it's time to behave in a different way. For some people, it's like, if this is a family situation, perhaps your family is very cutthroat. And so, there's a lot of manipulation, there's a lot of lies, there's a lot of toxic behavior. So in order to get what you needed or wanted, you had to behave in the same way that they do. It's like you had to sink to their level. And so now it's like, in the future, how can you avoid having to do that? How can you avoid having to sell other people out is what I want to say for somebody. Because that was actually selling yourself out and selling yourself short because you thought that that was the only way forward. That wasn't the only way. All right. That's what this reading is trying to tell you, is there are other ways and means to get what you want and get what you need. And a lot of the ways that you were operating, it's like you're finally seeing the ways that you operate out of your own wounding, out of your own conditioning, because whoever this is for, you grew up in a very narcissistic family. You grew up in a toxic, abusive environment in some way, shape, or form, even if it was just emotional neglect. Okay? And you had to act out, or you had to manipulate in order to get what you needed, in order to quite literally survive, but you don't have to do that anymore. All right. And so like, if you're feeling disappointed in yourself, know that this is your opportunity to make a change moving forward. Set your priorities, decide what you want. We got the Page of Cups here, new excitement. Go after something new. A new career, a new situation, and definitely a new approach. With the Page of Cups with the Cupid here, this is like a loving approach. Got the Seven of Cups. Temptations. All right. Oof, I'm feeling nauseous, you guys. There's a lot going on here, man. There's a lot going on here. So a lot of energies that are tempting you right now. A lot of old behaviors that are tempting you, I feel like. There's a lot of clearing out. All right. There's going to be a dark energy here where you realize something really dark about yourself. And there's an opportunity for change here. The goose that laid the golden egg. I don't know why I'm thinking of that right now when I'm seeing this card. We got the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Needed change. I feel like there's something coming through for my pile number 3s here. Something that you've put time and effort into. I feel like I actually feel like the energy of like you all, you really ascribe to that saying, like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And so you had a lot of eggs in a lot of different baskets, and one of those eggs is getting ready to hatch. One of those eggs is the golden egg. Okay? And so what you need to do is figure out which egg that is. And not get tempted into splitting your energy between a bunch of different eggs. Not get tempted by what's shiny. It's like the egg, the golden egg for you is not perhaps the most shiny one. Remember, there are some shiny things that you've been going after, and you had to do some really underhanded things as a result of, in the process of achieving and attaining those things. Your golden egg is not going to require that kind of behavior, that kind of sacrifice of your morals, your ideals, okay? So don't just go after what looks shiny. Go after what feels shiny, like shiny good, okay? It's time to stop allowing your energy to be siphoned through all of these tempting behaviors. It's like there's a lot of like pleasure seeking. Don't just go after what feels good, because remember, what feels good or what you thought was going to feel good ultimately ended up feeling really bad, right? Because it led you into some situations, and it backed you into corners where you had to make certain judgment calls that went against your truth, your true nature. All right. There's like, there's going to be an option here, an opportunity to go in a different direction that's going to bring you a lot more peace. Okay? See the little girl riding on his back in this card with all the swords here? Ooh, and there's a shark under the water. But the shark is swimming with them, right? He's not bothering them. It's almost like a protector. Let's get any more energy here. This is a really interesting reading. It's just like, to summarize the second part of this reading, it's like you're going to have a lot of choices. It's time to make the right one. All right? Don't act impulsively here. Don't choose impulsively. Don't go with the thing. It's like, for a long time, I feel like you've been going towards the things that give you the adrenaline rush. All right? The riskier propositions, so to speak. You get really tempted not only by the monkey on your back sometimes, but by, it's like the excitement. All right? You get bored really easily. Okay? Very like it's hard for you to keep your energy focused on one thing. Spirit's saying, like, really narrow your focus. Go in a new direction towards something that has actual meaning for you. It's like, deal with the wound, whatever the wound is that keeps you always on the move, that keeps you from being able to hone your focus, that keeps you needing to be busy, needing to be distracted. We have the lovers here. For some of you guys, you've been running from a connection, and it's like this person is, you're finally looking at what this person's been mirroring back to you. And it might be a a little bit unpleasant, but it's time for you to see so that you can grow. We have the Page of Wands and the Empress. There's something that really wants to be created here. Something positive. I feel like you've been running from whatever it is that's really wanting to manifest for you. And you've been focusing your energy on all the wrong things. Because you're afraid of the thing that's right. And perhaps you've been self-sabotaging. And this is what I mean by focusing on all the shiny things, right? Things that give you that instant gratification. Things that look good or feel good in the moment. But the thing that looks and feels the best, the thing that is the best, that's the thing that you've been afraid to embrace here. And it's time to do that. And it's time to really build from that. Yeah. There's going to be a wave of inspiration that hits you. And you're meant to follow that inspiration. It's leading you in a new direction. In a direction that's more in alignment with your heart. With this newfound sense of clarity that's coming through for you. That's really going to move you forward and help you to create something lasting and something substantial. And operate from a place of integrity. And you could be creating something. There's an opportunity to create something with somebody, I feel like, if you're ready to stop running. All right, that was a really interesting reading. That's going to be for who it's going to be for. Clear. I'm sure that if that reading was for you, it made sense to you. Let's see. I want to pull a closing card for you guys. Clear. I actually want to pull it from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. I feel like I want to grab a closing oracle for you guys from here. Let's see what we have for my pile number 3s. Clear. Yeah, and we talk about this in the reading. Closing message for my pile number 3s for this week. We talk about it in the solar eclipse 1010 portal reading, the balancing of power. All right, this is where this week you're coming to realize where you have abused your power, essentially, is like the shortest way to break all of that down. And you're getting now opportunities to use your power for good. All right, the River Queen is the closing guidance coming out for you. Flow, letting go, and natural movement. And I'm going to read that for you. And then we have the High Lady of Love and Compassion in reverse on the bottom of the deck here. This card 36 is the first one here. The River Queen flows into your life as an ally to remind you about the concept of allowing and the natural and the law of non-attachment. Remember that all rivers come from the mountains and run to the sea to be absorbed by the larger body of water. There, the liquid evaporates into clouds that rain on the mountains to continue an endless cycle of fluidity. The River Queen requires you to be fluid and to let go of rigidity and perfectionism. You will travel far as long as you let go and let flow, even maneuvering around the greatest blockages like water streams around big boulders. No obstacle can hold you back now if you're willing to surrender to the natural flow of events. Be easy on yourself and others and watch how smoothly you move forward. You may be surprised where the river takes you. And so this also speaks to part of the reason that you had to do all the things that you had to do in the beginning of this reading, right? Was because you were trying to control a situation. For some of you guys, it's as simple as you were trying to control a situation and it backfired. You did a lot of underhanded things in order to, you were very manipulative in order to try to control the situation, to make things turn out the way that you wanted. And they did, but you feel really guilty about the things that you had to do, some of which people may not even be aware of, honestly. And this is saying it's a hell of a lot easier if you just allow yourself to go with the flow. If you stop trying to control everything and just let everything be. Surrender. Okay? And stop being so hard on yourself too. We all make mistakes, okay? The High Lady of Love and Compassion is card number 1. And we're going to read the inverse of this too. When the High Lady of Love and Compassion appears as your challenger, she gently reminds you to snap out of self-centeredness. The ego has set a sneaky trap for you. You may have forgotten that to create an abundant life, you must be conscious of how your choices impact those around you. Are you trying to manipulate others to get what you want without consideration for them? Is it possible that your good intentions are about helping too much, enabling another person to remain the same and preventing his or her growth? Sometimes it's better to let others hit bottom with their own suffering rather than trying to make it easier for them, right? So some of you need to stop enabling people. Sometimes you need to be cruel to be kind. Be conscious that you aren't alone in this world. Begin to behave as if the God in all life, in every person, matters. Remember that the living world is a sacred community and you're a magical and important part of it. But you're not the only one who counts. The High Lady of Love and Compassion is waiting to guide you and be your friend and ally. Think first of others and she will orchestrate your ultimate success. That's beautiful. And then under that as confirmation, we have the Sun Dancers, joyful activity, celebration of life and abundance. That's what can be yours naturally and effortlessly. All right, clear. If you work with the energy of compassion, the energy of non-attachment, the energy of allowance and surrender. All right, I love you guys infinitely. Material wealth, true prosperity. There's clear a lot that can come in for you, and it doesn't have to come in a way, clear, that feels harmful to yourself or others. If you guys want to book a personal reading with me, personal energy healing, any of the different things that I offer, entity removal session, all of my information is in the description box below, my email, my website. Go ahead and check it out. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Just move through these energies. Our shadow is being revealed so that we can become better, so that we can become wiser, so that we can move through this world with a deeper sense of purpose and a deeper sense of connection to ourselves and to the world around us in healthy balance. All right. And so love yourself fiercely and deeply as all of these energies are revealed. All right. It's so important that we do all of this shadow work with self-love. Love you all.